Have you ever felt drained by a relationship, as if your energy is slipping away? What if the way you connect with others could either uplift or deplete your soul? In this transformative journey, we'll uncover 5 things to avoid in relationships to protect your energy. Guided by Carl Jung's profound insights into psychological boundaries and the dangers of toxic dynamics. Over 10 parts, we'll explore how Jungian archetypes, the shadow, individuation, and synchronicity can help you foster healthy connections and reclaim your vitality. Jung taught that relationships mirror our psyche, reflecting the collective unconscious, a shared realm of archetypes shaping our interactions. Toxic dynamics, often rooted in the shadow, our unacknowledged fears or desires, can drain your energy, blocking individuation, the path to your true self. For Emma, staying in a controlling relationship dimmed her spirit until she recognized its toll. Synchronicities, like a timely conversation with a friend, often signal the need for change, as Jung believed the universe guides us toward growth. This video will reveal psychological and spiritual strategies to avoid energy-draining traps, empowering you to build authentic bonds. Have you felt your energy fade in relationships? Stay with us to discover how Jung's wisdom can protect your soul. What's holding you back from thriving? Let's embark on this journey together. Why do some relationships feel like a weight on your heart? Could they reflect hidden parts of your psyche? In this part, we'll explore Carl Jung's insights into relationships, focusing on psychological boundaries, archetypes, and the collective unconscious to understand why toxic dynamics drain your energy. Jung believed relationships are a mirror of the psyche, shaped by archetypes like the lover or shadow within the collective unconscious. Healthy boundaries align with individuation, integrating the shadow, unconscious fears or needs to protect your energy. For Emma, her partner's criticism echoed her shadow's self-doubt, draining her vitality. Jung's teachings suggest that toxic dynamics arise when boundaries are weak, allowing the shadow to dominate. Synchronicities, like a sudden insight about a relationship's impact, often signal the need for boundaries, as Jung saw the collective unconscious guiding growth. Unlike healthy bonds that uplift, toxic dynamics, marked by control or neediness, deplete your psychic energy. Emma's exhaustion revealed her need for change, a step toward individuation. Understanding Jung's lens empowers you to protect your energy. Are your relationships uplifting or draining you? Jung's insights offer a path to clarity. What dynamics are shaping your connections? In the next part, we'll explore the first thing to avoid, enmeshment. Stay with us. What's draining your soul? Have you ever lost yourself in a relationship, unable to separate your needs from another's? Why does this blur of boundaries feel so draining? In this part, we'll explore the first thing to avoid in relationships, enmeshment, through Carl Jung's lens of psychological boundaries and the shadow. Jung taught that enmeshment, where boundaries dissolve, stems from the shadow's fear of abandonment or rejection, blocking individuation. Without clear boundaries, you absorb others' emotions, draining your energy. For James, merging his identity with his partner's needs left him depleted, reflecting his shadow's need for approval. Jung's collective unconscious suggests this imbalance misaligns you from the self. Enmeshment shows in overgiving or losing your voice, as James did by always prioritizing his partner. Synchronicities, like a friend pointing out his exhaustion, signaled the need for boundaries. As Jung believed the universe highlights imbalances, avoiding enmeshment means defining your needs, a step toward individuation. Set boundaries by saying no or carving out personal time. Jung saw this as honoring the self, countering the shadow's fears. James's boundaries restored his energy, fostering healthier bonds. Are you enmeshed in any relationship? In the next part, we'll explore the second thing to avoid, projection. Stay with us. What boundaries will you set? Why do you sometimes see flaws in others that feel deeply personal? Could you be projecting your own shadows onto them? In this part, we'll explore the second thing to avoid in relationships, projection, using Carl Jung's insights into the shadow and individuation to protect your energy. Jung taught that projection occurs when we cast our shadow, unconscious fears, desires, or flaws onto others, draining our psychic energy. This disrupts individuation as you avoid facing your inner truths. For Emma, blaming her partner for her insecurity reflected her shadow's unacknowledged self-doubt. Jung's collective unconscious suggests projection creates toxic dynamics, misaligning you from the self. Projection shows in judging others for traits you deny in yourself, like Emma's criticism of her partner's neediness, mirroring her own. Synchronicities, like a dream revealing her insecurity, signaled the need for self-awareness, as Jung believed the universe guides integration. Avoiding projection means owning your shadow, preserving your energy. Practice self-reflection. Ask, what am I projecting? Journaling or therapy can help, as Jung's individuation emphasizes. Emma's self-awareness reduced conflict, strengthening her bond. Are you projecting in your relationships? In the next part, we'll explore the third thing to avoid: codependency. Stay with us. What truths are you projecting? Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship where you can't function without the other? Why does this reliance drain your soul? In this part, we'll explore the third thing to avoid codependency through Carl Jung's lens of individuation and psychological boundaries. Jung taught that codependency, where you rely on another for validation, stems from the shadow's fear of inadequacy, blocking individuation. It drains energy by tying your worth to someone else. For James, his need to fix his partner's problems reflected his shadow's need for control, exhausting him. Jung's collective unconscious suggests codependency misaligns you from the self, creating toxic dynamics. Codependency shows an over-responsibility for others' emotions, as James experienced. Synchronicities, like a book on boundaries appearing, signaled his need for change, as Jung believed the universe guides growth. Avoiding codependency means reclaiming your independence, fostering psychic energy. Practice self-reliance. Focus on your goals or hobbies. Jung's individuation emphasizes building inner strength, countering the shadow's neediness. James's focus on his own growth restored his vitality. Are you codependent in any relationship? In the next part, we'll explore the fourth thing to avoid: ignoring red flags. Stay with us. What reliance is draining you? Why do you sometimes overlook warning signs in relationships? Could ignoring them sap your energy? In this part, we'll explore the fourth thing to avoid, ignoring red flags, through Carl Jung's insights into the shadow and individuation to protect your psychic energy. Jung taught that ignoring red flags like disrespect or control stems from the shadow's fear of conflict or loneliness, blocking individuation. This denial drains energy by keeping you in toxic dynamics. For Emma, dismissing her partner's manipulation reflected her shadow's fear of being alone. Jung's collective unconscious suggests red flags are warnings from the self, urging alignment. Red flags manifest as unease or recurring conflicts, as Emma felt in her gut. Synchronicities, like a friend's warning, often highlight these signs, as Jung believed the universe signals truth. Avoiding this means trusting your intuition and acting, preserving your energy for healthy bonds. Practice discernment. Journal about discomfort in relationships, asking, what am I ignoring? Jung's individuation emphasizes honoring the self's wisdom. Emma's decision to address red flags freed her energy. Are you ignoring any red flags? In the next part, we'll explore the fifth thing to avoid: emotional suppression. Stay with us. What signs are you overlooking? Have you ever hidden your true feelings to keep a relationship peaceful? Why does this silence drain your soul? In this part, we'll explore the fifth thing to avoid: emotional suppression, through Carl Jung's lens of individuation and the shadow to protect your energy. Jung taught that suppressing emotions like anger or sadness buries them in the shadow, draining psychic energy and blocking individuation. This creates toxic dynamics as unexpressed feelings fester. For James, hiding his frustration to avoid conflict left him exhausted, reflecting his shadow's fear of rejection. Jung's collective unconscious suggests suppression misaligns you from the self. Emotional suppression shows in silence during arguments or faking happiness, as James did. Synchronicities, like a dream urging expression, signal the need for authenticity, as Jung believed the universe guides truth. Avoiding suppression means voicing your emotions, fostering healthy bonds. Practice honest communication. Share your feelings calmly using I statements. Jung's individuation emphasizes integrating the shadow for wholeness. James's openness restored his energy, deepening his connections. Are you suppressing your emotions? In the next part, we'll explore practical steps to protect your energy. Stay with us. What feelings are you hiding? How can you shield your energy from toxic relationships? What practices align you with your true self? In this part, we'll explore practical steps to avoid these 5 pitfalls: enmeshment, projection, codependency, ignoring red flags, and suppression, using Carl Jung's individuation and boundaries. Jung taught that protecting psychic energy requires boundaries, a key to individuation. Start with self-reflection. Journal daily about your relationships, asking, are they draining or uplifting? For Emma, journaling revealed her enmeshment, prompting boundaries. Jung's active imagination can help. Visualize yourself setting limits, countering the shadow's fears. Set clear boundaries. Say no to demands that drain you, like James did with his partner's expectations. Practice mindfulness to notice red flags or suppressed emotions, fostering emotional balance. Synchronicities, like finding a supportive friend, affirm these steps, as Jung believed the collective unconscious guides growth. Create rituals like meditating on your values or affirming your worth to embody the lover archetype. These acts, rooted in Jung's teachings, preserve energy and align you with the self. Take one step today. Journal, set a boundary, or speak your truth. What's protecting your energy? In the next part, we'll explore the spiritual significance of these choices. Stay with us. What's your next step? What if protecting your energy is a spiritual act? Could healthy relationships connect you to the divine? In this part, we'll explore the spiritual significance of avoiding toxic dynamics through Carl Jung's collective unconscious and individuation. Jung believed that protecting your energy aligns you with the self, connecting you to the collective unconscious's universal wisdom. Avoiding enmeshment, projection, or suppression reflects the mystic archetype, fostering spiritual growth. For Emma, setting boundaries felt like reclaiming her soul, affirmed by synchronicities, like a meaningful dream. Jung saw this as the universe supporting individuation. Healthy relationships, free from toxic dynamics, mirror your inner truth, countering the shadow's chaos. James's authentic bonds brought peace, reflecting his alignment with the self. Jung believed these connections ripple outward, uplifting the collective unconscious as your energy inspires others. Embrace this spiritual path by meditating on your boundaries or journaling about your growth. Synchronicities, like new opportunities, affirm your alignment. Jung saw this as a sacred journey toward wholeness. What spiritual truths are your relationships revealing? In the next part, we'll conclude with inspiration to live this truth. Stay with us. What's your soul's calling? You've uncovered 5 things to avoid: enmeshment, projection, codependency, ignoring red flags, and suppression, to protect your energy. Now, how do you live this truth every day? What does it mean to thrive in relationships? In this final part, inspired by Carl Jung's individuation, we'll inspire you to foster connections that uplift your soul. Jung taught that protecting your energy through boundaries aligns you with the self, integrating the shadow for wholeness. For Emma, avoiding toxic dynamics transformed her relationships into sources of strength. Jung would say this reflects the collective unconscious, guiding her toward authentic bonds. Your choices shape your destiny. Start each day with intention. Ask, how can I protect my energy today? Journal about your relationships, noting synchronicities like supportive encounters. Set boundaries, speak your truth, and trust red flags, embodying the lover archetype. Jung believed these acts channel psychic energy, fostering growth. Practice self-compassion, saying, my energy is sacred. Healthy relationships, free from toxicity, uplift your spirit and others, as Jung saw individuated souls transforming the collective unconscious. Take one step today. Set a boundary, reflect, or connect authentically. What will you do to protect your energy? Thank you for joining us. Start now and watch your relationships flourish.